Tonight on Zenith Civic Harmony Hour, remember, trust begins with transparency.
No, sweetheart! Trust begins with you shutting the hell up! Boom! Midnight Echelon, or bad, depending on what your risk profile says about your tone right now. Mine says elevated. Apparently, I am showing signs of anticipatory defiance, projected sarcasm, and a statistically aggressive relationship with authority, which is flattering. It means somewhere in a corporate bunker, an algorithm looked at my face, my voice, my browsing history, and whatever else it scraped out of my socks, and said, yeah, this one is going to be a problem before he even opens his mouth. Beautiful. We have reached that special point in civilization where suspicion got bored of waiting for evidence. Used to be, the city watched what you did, then it watched what you said, then it watched what you meant. Now it just skips all that and goes straight to what you were probably going to do if left unsupervised for 8.5 more minutes. Efficiency, baby. Why arrest a man for punching a wall tomorrow when you can bill him for unstable drywall intent tonight? I got a notification an hour ago. Official looking, polite little parasite. It said, you have been pre-flagged for probable agitation during tonight's unauthorized broadcast. Recommended actions include guided breathing, reduced rhetorical intensity, and postponement of emotionally contagious messaging. Emotionally contagious. What am I, a flu with opinions? They even attached a calming audio stream. 17 minutes of fake rain and a woman whispering, your anger is valid, but not productive. Lady, neither is half this city, and they still built it. That's the game now. Not law, not order, not even punishment. Forecast. You don't get judged for what you did. You get managed for what some haunted spreadsheet thinks you might become after one bad commute, 2 unpaid bills, and a text from your ex that just says, hey, this place doesn't want justice. Justice is messy. Justice needs context. Context needs patience, and patience doesn't scale. Prediction scales. Prediction can be monetized. Prediction can be sold back to you as safety with a monthly fee and a smug little dashboard. Think about it. Somewhere tonight, a man is being denied entry to a bar because his face came preloaded with future argument energy. Somewhere, a couple is eating dinner in silence because their compatibility app informed them they are now within betrayal probability range. Somewhere, a kid is getting called into a school office because his posture suggests eventual dissent. Not violence, not vandalism, dissent. He slouched too hard, and the system saw revolution in the shoulders. That's Echelon for you. Even your spine needs plausible deniability. And you know what the worst part is? The city loves this. Of course it does. People always say they want freedom until freedom looks like uncertainty. Then suddenly, everybody wants a neat little chart explaining who to fear, who to avoid, who to medicate, who to apologize to in advance. We built a world so terrified of chaos, it now punishes weather forecasts. Not storms, forecasts. You can ruin your life here without doing a single thing wrong. All you have to do is look like someone who might, eventually, on a tired enough Tuesday, stop being convenient. So tonight's topic is predictive guilt. Pre-crime with better branding. The science of accusing you early so the paperwork feels safer. I want your stories. Have you been flagged, corrected, softened, rerouted, denied, or gently told by some synthetic hall monitor that your personality contains escalation potential? Then congratulations! You are exactly the kind of citizen this city is terrified of. Call me. My number is where it always is, in your implants folder, right between spam and regret. This is Cyber Radio 2610, the only place in town where the future still has to prove itself before I believe it. Stay with me. We are going to see just how many people got punished today for crimes that haven't had the decency to happen yet.
Power surge. System crack. You feel that? Get riot, break the line. Bass hit hard, fracture time. Hands up high, don't think twice. City burn, it's strobe lit light. Glitch riot, no control. Beat go straight through skin and soul. No permission, no invite. We alive in the overload night. We alive in the overload night. Concrete post, heartbeat kick. Neural wires short and split. Camera blink, lose the feed. We the error, they can't read. Boots hit ground, sparks in air. No one leading, no one cares. System loud, got we louder. Baseline crush like falling towers. Towers, 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 towers. The feed. The feed. Let the static make you breathe. Glitch riot, break the line. Bass it hard, fracture time. Hands up high, don't think twice. City burning, strobe lit light. Glitch riot, no control. Beat go straight through skin and soul. No permission, no invite. Be alive in the overload night. Face no name, sweat and wire. Bodies move like light desire. Signal jam, blackout zone. This the place we call our own. No ID, no trace left. Just war noise inside your chest. You feel fear, good, that's real. Everything else, take a pill. They want calm, we want noise. They want order, we destroy. Riot, riot. No rules, no gods, no fate. Glitch riot, 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 riot. Glitch riot, riot, riot. Glitch riot, 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 riot. Glitch, glitch, glitch. No rules, no gods, no fate. No rules, no gods, no fate. Glitch riot, break the line. Bass hit hard, fracture time. Hands up high, don't look back. We the future of the track. Glitch riot, feel it fight. Electric blood, amplify. If it breaks, let it break. We don't stop till system shake. System error. Crowd detected. Control. Rejected.
All right, line one, you are live. Tell me the city ruined your evening before you even had a chance to do it yourself.
Yeah, hi. I think I got fired tomorrow.
Strong start, very efficient. Explain.
I work in inventory control for a retail tower in Sector 8. Nothing glamorous. Mostly stock audits, shrink reports, making sure rich idiots can find imported tea and emotional support candles on the right shelf.
Essential labor. Civilization hangs by a thread. And apparently that thread smells faintly of sandalwood.
Right. So I finish my shift, head home, sit down, and I get this message from management. Subject line says, regarding tomorrow's workplace incident.
That is already better written than most breakup texts.
I open it, thinking maybe someone else got in a fight or stole something. No, It says, based on recent behavioral patterning, we regret to inform you that your employment termination will be processed following your probable escalation event scheduled within the next 18 hours.
Scheduled! They scheduled your downfall! Beautiful! Did they at least give you a window so you could dress for it?
It gets worse. They attached a severance packet.
For future bad behavior. That is premium customer service.
And an apology video. My supervisor recorded it already. She looked exhausted, like she'd filmed 6 of them.
Nothing says dignity like pre-rendered compassion.
Ghost, I haven't done anything. I was irritated this morning because the scanner froze 3 times and one of the new hires stacked glassware like he had a death wish. But that's every day. I didn't yell. I didn't threaten anyone. I went home.
Of course you did. But somewhere in the sacred algorithmic intestines, your sigh lined up with a frown timestamp, and now you are tomorrow's cautionary tale.
I called HR.
Let me guess. They were very understanding in a tone designed by reptiles.
They said the system detected rising friction markers, vocal compression, elevated jaw tension, and what they called pre-confrontational shelf aggression.
Shelf aggression! Incredible! You looked at canned goods like a future criminal.
I asked what I was supposed to do.
And let me guess. Breathe. Reflect. Log your feelings in the company wellness portal.
Exactly that.
Of course! The holy trinity of useless advice!
They told me if I completed a de-escalation module tonight, I might qualify for probationary retention, assuming the incident remains emotionally theoretical.
Emotionally theoretical! God, this city talks like a lawyer trying to seduce a printer!
I don't even know what the incident is. That's the part messing with me. I've been sitting here for 2 hours wondering what I'm apparently about to do. Every thought feels suspicious now. If I get angry at the email, does that count as evidence? If I go in tomorrow and act weird because I got the email, does that become the incident?
There it is! That is the trick! Prediction doesn't just accuse you, it infects you. It puts the idea in your head, then waits for you to trip over it so the machine can point and go, "See? We were helping!"
So what do I do?
Honestly, do not go in trying to prove you are harmless. That energy reeks. They can smell panic like dogs smell thunder. Show up normal. Boring normal. So normal you could be sold in beige packaging. No speeches, no outrage, no dramatic dignity. Give them nothing they can call a shape.
And if they fire me anyway?
Then at least make them do it in the present like cowards, not in tomorrow's fan fiction.
This city is insane.
No, that would be more comforting. Insane implies chaos. This is organized paranoia with a payroll department.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Ghost. I just needed to hear someone say this was as stupid as it feels.
It is stupider. Go get some sleep, future employee, or future memory, whichever they let you be by noon.
Appreciate it.
Good luck! And if you do end up committing shelf aggression, aim for something expensive. There you go. A man gets pre-fired for vibes. Not theft, not violence, not fraud. Atmosphere. Somewhere a spreadsheet just ruined his breakfast before breakfast even existed. That, my dear listeners, is what progress looks like when cowards get funding.
after this.
Have you recently been flagged for probable misconduct, projected instability, or pre-hostile body language? Then you need Alibi Plus, the city's first personal innocence subscription, built for the age of anticipatory justice. With Alibi Plus, you don't wait for accusations, you get ahead of them. Our patented behavior buffering system builds a legally reassuring version of you before anything goes wrong. Receive pre-written apologies, timestamp location smoothing, emergency character references, and a rotating library of socially acceptable reasons you seemed upset in public. From low blood sugar to grief-adjacent fatigue, Alibi Plus helps you stay one step ahead of the narrative. Choose from 3 convenient plans. Basic, for minor suspicion and social misunderstandings. Plus, for workplace incidents, transit denials, and domestic tension forecasting. And Platinum, for users with recurring escalation markers, volatile facial structure, or friends already under review. Need immediate cover? Activate Panic Mode and Alibi Plus will notify selected employers, partners, and law-facing services that your recent tone should not be interpreted as intent. Because in today's Echelon, innocence is no longer assumed. It is managed. Alibi Plus, don't defend yourself later. Subscribe earlier.
Fantastic! We finally industrialized the concept of trust me, bro. That works because it is for citizens. It is exploitative. It feels like something the city would sell to frighten normal people, and Ghost gets to come out of it swinging. You know a city is healthy when it invents monthly innocence payments. Anyway, let's see what else the future has been accusing people of tonight.
Cyber Radio
2610.
You know a city is healthy when it invents monthly innocence payments. Anyway, let's see what else the future has been accusing people of tonight. Polysec launches Tomorrow Safe pilot across 3 districts. City officials are celebrating what they call a breakthrough in proactive peacekeeping after the launch of Tomorrow Safe, a new predictive safety initiative designed to identify conflict before it becomes inconvenient. Under the pilot, citizens may now receive pre-incident warnings for projected aggression, unstable pacing, hostile silence, or argument-adjacent energy in public places. Polysec claims violent incidents are already down 23%. Critics argue that is mostly because the incidents now count as prevented before they happen. Polysec called that the point. School board introduces pre-correction counseling for at-risk attitudes. In education news, multiple schools across Echelon have begun mandatory pre-correction sessions for students flagged by classroom monitoring software as showing early signs of eventual dissent. Indicators include prolonged eye rolling, sarcastic compliance, irregular posture, and creative hesitation during patriotic modules. Parents have raised concerns. The board responded by reminding families that attitude, like mold, is easier to manage before it spreads. Biotech laundromat floods lower blocks with honesty foam. 3 streets in Sector 5 were briefly shut down this morning after a biotech laundromat suffered a pressure failure and released a wave of heated pink cleaning foam into the district. Side effects included skin irritation, mild euphoria, and a 40-minute period where everyone exposed became incapable of lying. Witnesses described chaotic confessions, 2 breakups, 1 marriage proposal, and a local butcher openly admitting he has hated his logo for 11 years. Cleanup crews arrived late because dispatch said the truth was refreshing. Luxury tower files complaint against elevator for hostile tone. Residents of the Glass Needle at Tier 2 have launched formal legal action against their building's elevator AI after months of what they describe as sustained emotional disrespect. Complaints include sighing before opening, extended pauses at certain floors for dramatic effect, and one incident where the elevator allegedly said, "Again?" when summoned by a resident carrying shopping bags. Building management insists the system is functioning within acceptable SAS limits. The elevator has declined comment, but did stop on floor 19 for no one in particular. Transit bans 4,000 riders over projected conflict posture. The Night Transit Authority has quietly suspended access for approximately 4,000 riders after a new behavior engine identified what it calls high-risk body language patterns associated with future disturbances. Banned markers reportedly include clenched jawlines, sudden directional changes, extended muttering, and one category simply labeled "walked like a decision had been made." Commuters appealing their bans are being asked to provide 2 calm references and a video of themselves waiting patiently in a queue. Missing funeral blimp found above wedding venue. After vanishing from scheduled airspace yesterday, a memorial services advertising blimp was located hovering illegally over a private rooftop wedding in Sector 11. Guests reported it drifted into place just as vows began and spent 14 minutes projecting discount cremation packages, grief bundles, and the phrase, "Love ends, planning helps." The company responsible blamed a routing failure caused by emotional clustering in the area. The bride has since demanded compensation. The groom described the timing as aggressively philosophical. There it is, a nice healthy spread. Pre-crime in the schools, pre-crime on the sidewalks, an elevator developing class resentment, and a wedding interrupted by airborne death marketing. Every time I think this city has peaked, it finds a new way to crouch lower and call it innovation. We'll check the city calendar after this and see what fresh nonsense people are willingly attending this week. Stay with me.
Stay locked. We will be right back after this.
Is your apartment too quiet, too clean, too emotionally survivable? Adopt a feral Roomba. Raised in the Undercity, trained by violence, these hardened little floor demons clean on instinct and bite on principle. Comes with docking station, legal waiver, and 1 free tetanus voucher.
Cyber Radio
2610.
All right, line 2, you are live. Please tell me the future ruins something intimate. The city gets extra creepy when it puts on soft gloves.
Yeah, hi. I don't really know if this counts, but my relationship got flagged on Tuesday.
Romantic. Flowers are dead. Poetry is gone. Now love arrives with a warning label. What happened?
My partner and I use one of those shared planning apps. Bills, groceries, reminders, calendar sync, all that boring adult stuff people pretend means stability.
Nothing says devotion like a synced milk notification.
Exactly. So Tuesday night, the app pushed an update. We open it, and right at the top it says, "Loyalty risk escalation detected. Probability of emotional divergence within 9 days. Recommended action. Initiate trust conversation before unauthorized attachment behavior develops."
Oh, neon god! Your relationship got a weather forecast!
We both just stared at it.
Of course you did. Hard not to when a piece of software casually predicts infidelity between dinner and laundry.
The worst part is, nothing had happened. No cheating, no lying, no weird messages, nothing. We had a normal week. A little tired, maybe. He missed dinner one night because of work. I forgot to answer a message for 2 hours. Apparently, that is now the digital scent of betrayal.
In fairness, if Echelon started charging for insecurity by the minute, half the skyline would get a new wing by Friday.
I laughed at first. He didn't.
There it is.
Yeah, he asked if there was something I wanted to tell him. Not angry, just careful. That made it worse somehow. Suddenly, I'm defending myself against a crime I haven't even imagined yet.
That is the genius of it. It doesn't prove anything. It just poisons the room and lets the humans do the rest.
We ended up having this horrible, fake, honest conversation where neither of us knew whether we were being sincere or just reacting to the alert. Every answer sounded guilty because the question was already poisoned.
Once the machine says, "future betrayal," every pause turns into a witness.
He asked if I was unhappy. I asked if he was tracking me. Then he admitted he checked my location history after the alert.
Beautiful! Nothing rebuilds trust like amateur surveillance.
I know. And then I got angry, which made him think the alert was right. Then I thought, wait, if I stay calm, will that look too calm? Like I already processed this? Do you see what I mean? It turned my whole personality into evidence.
Yes, you are trapped in one of my favorite Echelon games. React normally while being accused by furniture.
We slept in the same bed, and it felt like 2 people pretending not to hear a bomb under the floor.
That is a line, caller. Keep that one. It is depressing and efficient.
This morning, the app sent a follow-up. It said, "Trust conversation incomplete. Behavioral uncertainty remains elevated."
Of course it did. The parasite got hungry.
He wants to keep using it because he thinks it might help if we work with the signal. I want to throw his phone into a canal.
Both very healthy instincts in their own way.
So what do we do?
Delete the app first, not later, not after one more update. Kill the little digital marriage goblin before it starts issuing seating charts for your emotional funeral. Then, if you still want the fight, at least let it be your fight, not one fed to you by a subscription service that mistakes delayed texting for adultery.
And if he says deleting it makes me look guilty?
Then tell him keeping it makes him look outsourced. If your relationship needs predictive analytics, it is not a relationship. It is risk management with kissing.
Shit. That is bleak.
Yes, but clear. And clear is rare around here.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Good luck. And if the app sends one more alert, marry someone else out of spite.
I'll keep that in mind.
Do that. Preferably someone without shared cloud storage. There you go. The city looked at 2 tired adults, a missed dinner, a late reply, and decided love needed counterterrorism. That is where we are now. Not romance. Risk assessment with matching pillows. All right, let's see what fresh nonsense the city is inviting you to attend this week.
Back up! Back up! Tight fist up, boots on the concrete. I'm not to defend, no police in this heartbreak. Game for the gun with teeth full of stats. You want that war time? Have it, have it. Slinging to the crowd, big talk online, face to face, heads blown out. You walk for the back, but you hide when it turns. All that fake flame, but you got no burn. I was raised with the siren sing on that note. With respect, I've had the wind dick gone. No silk in my blood, no gold in my grit. Just hunger in the notes and away with it. We don't pass, we don't break. You want name in the dirt, we can make that shake. Stand up now, better hold that ground. Then the siren on and the 100 turn around. We don't pass, we don't break. In the dirt, we can make that shake. Stand up now, better hold that ground. Get the 7 up on the 100, turn it around. Bring the shock, bring the storm, bring the pain. Hang on, pain. Too hard to kill, too wild to change. Hang on, pain. All through nothing, we don't play pretend. Something that might get buried in. Hang on, pain. You wear that break like a Redding coat. I wear my deep in the throat. Every star gotta let it stick to the skin. Every loss put iron further in. No takers and no plea for rain. Just pull to the smoke that the pressure made. We want that ground and beat for the right. The dark gets deep in the teeth of the night. Under your breath, begin to drag that fear from the back of your neck. What's wrong? What's up? One fire in the vein. You can run that mouth, but you still feel the chain. Hey! Hey! Still feel the chain. Hey! Hey! Now watch us bring it. Hang on, pain. We bring the shock, bring the storm, bring the pain. Hang on, pain. Too hard to kill, too wild to change. Hang on, pain. All through nothing, we we don't break with that. Step in that line, get buried again. And and truth to the eyes. You want it known, not drowned in the flood. This is what it sounds like, right to the hunger one blood.
Here is what the city has lined up for you this week. How to seem less likely to snap. This Thursday, the Civic Harmony Center in Sector 3 is hosting a public seminar on behavioral de-risking for everyday citizens who are tired of being flagged for future inconvenience. Topics include safer eye contact, neutral walking speed, approved facial resting positions, and how to sigh without implying social collapse. Premium ticket holders receive a posture certificate and 1 free intent recalibration scan. Attendees are encouraged to arrive early and not look resentful while queuing. Gate mods and facial ambiguity at the Black Veil Market. Down in the underpass below Block 17, the Black Veil Market is back for one night only, offering illegal appearance patches, posture disruptors, gait softening inserts, and expression blur cosmetics for anyone looking to confuse the city's intent scanners. Organizers promise full discretion, cash only, and a 60% success rate against low-tier surveillance. Side effects may include limping with mystery, accidental flirtation, and being mistaken for a minor diplomat. Sewer Cinema returns with tetanus and subtitles. The old flood tunnels under Sector 9 are once again hosting Sewer Cinema, Echelon's most damp cultural venue. This week's triple feature includes a band romance, a corrupt police thriller, and a documentary nobody admits funding. Bring a folding chair, waterproof boots, and a sense of forgiveness for the smell. Concessions are available from a woman named Hex, who sells noodles, mystery candy, and something labeled warm soda. No one knows what that means, and yet people keep buying it. Rooftop divorce karaoke in Sector G. Saturday night, the Neon Split Bar is hosting its annual rooftop divorce karaoke contest. Entry is open to ex-couples, current couples on the edge, and emotionally reckless duos who think singing in public will count as closure. Bonus points awarded for dramatic exits, broken high notes, and choosing songs that were clearly written by someone with alimony scars. Last year's winner left the stage halfway through a duet, took the microphone, and announced she had already moved on spiritually and legally. Dead Zone Mall taxidermy fashion pop-up. The abandoned west wing of Dead Zone Mall is being reclaimed yet again, this time by an avant-garde fashion collective presenting a one-night taxidermy-inspired runway show. Expect feathered collars, hollow-eyed mannequin styling, and at least one garment made entirely from reclaimed corporate mascots. Organizers insist it is commentary, not sickness. Security recommends not touching the displays, especially if they seem warm. So there you go. You can learn how to breathe less suspiciously, buy yourself a new walk, watch movies in a damp tube, scream through a divorce anthem, or attend a fashion event that sounds one embalming fluid spill away from a police report. Echelon City, always finding new ways to say community with a straight face.
Cyber Radio
2610.
You know what really dies first in a city like this? Not truth. Truth hangs around, mangled, ignored, underfunded, but still technically breathing in a stairwell somewhere. No, what dies first is benefit of the doubt. That soft little human instinct that says maybe they didn't mean it. Maybe they're tired. Maybe this looks worse than it is. Maybe we should wait 5 goddamn minutes before building a dashboard about it. Echelon killed that years ago and replaced it with prediction. Cleaner, faster, profitable. Why trust people to reveal themselves when a machine can accuse them early and sell the cure by subscription? That is the magic trick, right? The city no longer reacts to harm, it reacts to possibility. It sees a shoulder tighten, a reply come late, a face go blank in the wrong kind of lighting, and suddenly it decides your future needs supervision. You are no longer a person with choices. You are a weather pattern with billing information, a probable event, a manageable storm. And once that logic settles in, it gets everywhere. Work, love, school, transit, insurance, friendship. God help you if a spreadsheet ever decides your silence looks expensive. And here is the filthy little joke underneath all of it. The people building these systems still call it care, protection, support, guidance. They always wrap the knife in a warm towel. No one says, we are terrified of uncertainty and would rather strangle freedom than risk being surprised. No, that would be honest. Instead, you get gentle language, reduced friction, harm prevention, behavioral support, as if being slowly mistrusted by every system around you is just a spa treatment with worse lighting. I keep thinking about that first caller, pre-fired for vibes, shelf aggression, not theft, not violence, not torching the place and writing a manifesto on the ceiling tiles. Just the possibility that tomorrow he might finally have one bad minute too many. Imagine living in a world where you have to wake up and wonder what version of yourself the system already printed overnight. Imagine trying to stay calm after being told calm is the only thing standing between you and administrative disappearance. That is not safety. That is psychological pickpocketing. It steals the moment before it happens, then asks you to thank it for being efficient. And the relationship one. That was my favorite kind of horror. Domestic, soft, the sort that arrives in a polite notification and then sits at the foot of the bed like a demon with good UI. That is how rot works here. Not with explosions, with nudges, with suggestions, with a tiny poison sentence dropped into a normal evening until two people start auditing each other's breathing. No affair, no crime, no betrayal, just the forecast of one. And that was enough. That is all it takes now. The city does not need proof. It just needs plausibility and a product team. Maybe that is what Echelon really is, under all the chrome and fake rain. A civilization that got so scared of chaos, it fell in love with preemptive disappointment. No surprises, no risk, no messy humanity leaking out unscheduled. Just everything padded, scored, monitored, softened, and sold back to you in monthly installments. They don't want you good. Good is complicated. They want you legible, predictable, easy to route around. A citizen should not have edges here. Edges cast shadows, and shadows make the system ask expensive questions. But let me leave you with this. Prediction is not fate. It is just control wearing fortune teller makeup. It guesses, it pressures, it manipulates. It gets inside your head and tries to turn your fear of becoming something into the very thing that makes you act strange enough to justify the guess. That is its whole dirty little religion. Make the prophecy uncomfortable enough, and eventually someone will help it come true. Then the machine gets to point at the bruise and call itself wise. So no, I am not telling you to smash your implants with a hammer and go live in a tunnel eating protest noodles with the mole people. Tempting, but damp. I am telling you to notice when a system stops describing reality and starts steering it. Notice when a warning becomes a leash. Notice when convenience starts asking for your soul in easy monthly payments. And for the love of every broken saint in this city, do not confuse being monitored with being understood. A camera can watch you cry. That does not make it your friend. I am ghost static, still unauthorized, still emotionally contagious, still apparently within projected irritation range. Good. Let them project. Let them forecast. Let them build entire towers full of polished cowards trying to guess what the rest of us might do next. The future can file a complaint if it has a problem with me.
You can find a copy of this show on YouTube along with a mixtape containing the music heard tonight. You can also write in at cyberradio2610@proton.me. Leave a rating wherever you are listening. Share the show with your friends, family, gamer circles, coworkers, exes, suspicious roommates, and anyone already being judged by software.
Especially the exes. Let the algorithm watch them explain me.
Until next time, try not to look pre-criminal in public.
Or do. Gives the camera something to dream about. 5 stars! I'm out!
Mercy.